competition all the time.
It's all about what does it take to break you.
Welcome to the next 17 Sport Talk TV, and I'm back. So let's talk about it today. Nebraska Cornhuskers going down to Boulder, Colorado. Coming in this game, we start looking at the game a little bit different. A lot of us out here didn't believe. And I'm going to say, I didn't believe. I believed for the long-term success, but I didn't believe it was going to happen Saturday. They came out and shot the world. Colorado came out and shot the world. And I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry, Coach Brown, but I believe. And the reason why I didn't believe is because of, I know the same team you had during the spring game is not the same team that you have now. So I felt that I knew that y'all had all the athletes, but I didn't know if y'all was going to be able to get it in the trenches. And yeah, that's still kind of shaky. But overall, you motivated them kids to come up and play top-notch football. Nebraska, came down with a tough loss to Minnesota. Well-coached Minnesota team. But that game, it was tough for them. It was a hard-fought game. I seen a lot of positives. I seen a lot of negatives. But overall, after the win for Colorado against TCU, this game becomes a little bit different. We're looking at this different now. So you got Shedeur Sanders, someone that threw for over 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, athletes all over the field on offense. Weaver, Dylan Edwards, Travis Hunter, Horn Jr., studs on the offensive side of the ball. But for Nebraska, they got a solid run game. New quarterback in Jeff Sims, Georgia Tech quarterback. Yeah, all right. But start talking about this game. So for Nebraska, we all know Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, all those guys, they are some studs on the offensive side of the ball. Don't think scoring will be a problem for them. But for Nebraska, what I've seen from Nebraska defense, they played a lot of man coverage. This first game. And I'm going to tell you, I don't think that's the way you want to attack this offense, playing man coverage. Because if you play man coverage with these guys, it's going to leave a lot of gaping holes for Shedeur Sanders to pick you apart. So for y'all are going to have to figure out a way to dial it up on defense, to come in with some strong defensive plays. Haven't seen Shedeur Sanders rattle. It was his first game in the Pac-12. First game in the Pac-12 at Power 5 level. But this dude seems good, so this is what I would try. I would try to dial up something to make Shedeur Sanders very uncomfortable. And let's see how he reacts to that. Colorado, I don't think they got it done in the run game in much. I'm going to look it up. I don't think they got it done in the run game in much, but the short pass game, it complemented for run plays. So rushing yards, they don't have 55 rushing yards. But passing yards, they have 510. And for real, Dylan Edwards, if you can't get it done with your feet, we've seen him in the short pass game, how effective he can be. So for Nebraska, it's going to be finding a way. How do you attack this offense? Because they're going to score. There's no doubt about that. Offense is good. It's a lot of hims on that team. You know how they say, I'm him? It's a lot of them on the offensive side of the ball. Can't lie. So for Nebraska offense, they run the ball. Quarterback Jeff Sims, talented guy. But one thing, last game against Minnesota, he had 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. He went 11 for 19, 114 yards. So we all see from this that passing right now, passing the ball is not their strength. It's not their strength. So for Colorado defense, I think they gave up over 200 yards rushing. How does Colorado defense stop this attack this Nebraska offense? Because they like to run the ball. The way they run the ball is bullet style. They put people in the backfield. They want to get downhill on you. And I'm going to say Jeff Sims was the leading rusher in the Minnesota game. But the other rushers, they didn't have no big-time plays, big-time nothing like that. But I will say they got it done by committee. So for Nebraska, for Colorado, it's figuring out, I think, my best way to see if I can make Jeff Sims, see if I can make him one-dimensional. The run game last night, other day Nebraska had, they had one rusher for 55 yards. They had Sims for 91 yards, one rusher for 55, another rusher for 27, and another guy for 9. But collectively, they done it as a group. And when they ran the ball, of course, you don't see the big eye-popping numbers, but it was effective. It was powerful. It was old style of running. So if they can take away, Colorado going to take away Nebraska running game and make Jeff Sims one-dimensional, make them beat you with your arm, I think Colorado like their chances there. But let's say they don't make them one-dimensional. And it's one of those, they go and score for score for score for score. Which defense comes out and make the big stop when it matters? Because if it's one of those things, you're going to have a shootout with Colorado. I like Colorado better. I like Colorado in the shootout. But if it's not that shootout type of game, Nebraska dial it up on defense a little bit, making Shedeur uncomfortable, put him in some early third 7 situations, third 8 situations. And by the fourth quarter, Nebraska lingering around. Hey, Nebraska got a chance to come with this thing, pull away with it. But if they can't get the Shedeur Sanders and he's allowed to pick you apart, it's going to be a long day for Nebraska. So for me, I like Colorado in this game. I think it's too much firepower because I think Travis Hunter playing both sides of the ball is going to be a big key factor again. Offense, he's going to do what he do on offense. And defense, he's a specimen now. I think he's going to do the same thing on defense. Turnovers. Jeff Sims, you can't have turnovers. But if Colorado's defense can force you into uncomfortable situations, take out your run game, and just put you in uncomfortable situations, I think there's mistakes to happen. Let's be real. Nebraska scored 1 touchdown off of a broken trick play. And for me, honestly, I don't think Nebraska will have the firepower. I expect them to be better than this game because this was the first game up on the Matt Rule. I expect Nebraska to be better. But if it was me, I'm taking Colorado to win this thing. Round about 38-ish to maybe 24. I don't know. But I know Colorado, Buffalo, Shedeur Sanders, Xavier Weaver, Horn Jr., Dylan Edwards, they are going to score. And I don't know Nebraska has enough firepower and to pull this thing off. It's just my opinion. Maybe wrong, we'll see. But I believe, and I can't go against the grain no more. Roll Tide. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I'm out. Peace.